Yo, what's up, man? Welcome back to Tophertvpodcast. As y'all can see, my co-host is back.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Yeah, she's back, and we got our special guest back again for another episode as well. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning in to TV Podcast, man. We are growing every day. We appreciate all the love, and yeah, we just here to chop it up, kick it, the whole 9 yards, you know what I mean? Also, the podcast is available audio only on Spotify, Apple Music Podcasts, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. So if you doing any task throughout the day and want to just listen to the audio versus, dang, I can't talk today. Listen to the audio versus watching a YouTube video and watching the pod. That way you have that opportunity. Yeah, man. You going to sleep?
Yeah, he going to sleep.
Okay. So there's a lot of double standards out there in the world, and a lot of our topics honestly come from like us just sitting having random conversations.
This is true.
And I just thought it would be dope to talk about the double standards between men and women, right?
Oh yeah, it's plenty of those.
Facts. So we're just gonna converse about several different ones, and if y'all have an opinion or voice, make sure you do it in the comment section. It's greatly appreciated. You wanna talk about like what we talked about yesterday?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Let's see. Where did that come from? So she was telling me how a lot of women aren't pleased in the bedroom and they fake it. All right? That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
She said that they fake it, and oftentimes, I don't really know if I had like enough male conversations to the fact where we would have to fake anything, you know what I mean? But she also stated that they would stroke our egos by faking it to make us feel better or to. You elaborate some. You know what you said.
So I know I'm not the only woman, but like at one point in time in your sexual relations, you understand that like sometimes women really do fake it, like because like if you're like having intercourse with a guy and like he not doing it right. You can't just be like, oh, this is bad, this is trash, I don't do this no more. Because like, what if you got feelings for the guy? Like, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just want to keep going. So you just gotta like, moan a little extra. You gotta, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know that whole porn stuff. Because just like, I don't say porn stuff, but like just speaking or like encouraging the guy. Because sometimes they don't give their best until like they have that confidence boost. And it's just like in anything though with guys, like if you want a guy to cook, if you want a guy to mow the lawn, if you want a guy to take care of the kids, you gotta stroke his ego.
But I just feel like that's rude in a sense.
How is it rude?
Because it's a two-way street. One person getting their ego stroked, and then the other person just being there, like just being existent, like existing in the moment type deal.
But who's the person that's getting like the crappy end of the stick?
Both of us, honestly.
How?
Because I'm getting my ego stroked because
But does it make you feel good?
it does.
Alright, so
but
there's no negative.
but at the cost of me being lied to. That's rude.
But it's like, think about it like this though. You gotta take baby steps to this. So it's just like, I wanna say, it's like, women, like, just women know how to do that. Like, you can't just tell a man, hey, do this. Do it this way. Like, they don't listen. Men are hard-headed.
Women are too. Let's talk about that, yeah.
I can agree. But, like, men are more hard-headed than women. And I stand on that.
We can agree to disagree.
Because, again, if I, as a woman, want something done by my man, I want to have to stroke his ego a little bit, make him feel a little good about himself, and then I get what I want. So it's like a win-win. You feel good and I feel good. Feel great.
I just don't see the necessity of stroking somebody's ego if you can do another thing as far as like getting yourself out of the situation, not dealing with the person. So you rather have to deal with stroking somebody's ego constantly versus leaving
It's
the
not a
whole
constant
situation.
thing.
But it could turn into that.
No, it doesn't.
How?
Because they get better. That's the thing.
But
That's
it's
like
several different things that you will have to do it
literally,
for.
I'm telling you, I learned this in church. My Uncle Charles, God rest his soul, love that man. He said, women, if you want your man to do something, you tell them they're doing a great job even when they're not. And eventually they're going to do a great job. And it has worked.
Every time, 100%.
Every single time.
You 100 from
I
100.
got you cooking.
Well, first of all, I wanted to cook because
No, you didn't.
yes, I
No,
did.
you didn't.
Listen,
Let's be for real.
no, I am
Let's be
being for real.
real.
Okay, listen. I wanted to cook because I got tired of eating out. Right? I was getting a little hefty.
Okay, that was when you was at your place.
No, this was here too.
No, it wasn't. Babe.
How can you honestly say that?
Because I lived through it. That's all I can honestly say it.
So I wasn't living?
No, you.
What was I doing?
Oh my gosh, you was a pasta. All you want to eat was pasta. All you want to eat was this stuff.
But what was I doing with the pasta?
You didn't start.
Answer this. What was I doing with the
Why you
pasta?
gotta touch upon me like that?
Because
Nah.
we joined at the hip, so we can be joined here too.
No, I feel like no, because at first you would eat the same stuff. Like you said, men are so simple; they'll eat the same thing every single day, and you were doing that.
If that made me
was
happy,
just
let me
like,
cook.
I would be like, "Ooh, babe, just cook this. Ooh, babe, this is so good. You want to cook this tonight?" And I would stroke your ego. It's not like I'm saying it as in a lie. It's not a lie. I enjoy when you cook. I love when you cook for me. It makes me so happy. It makes me feel so loved. But it's like I had to keep telling you that. So I guess it's like stroking ego would be like the wrong way of saying it. But like I had to keep telling you that and keep encouraging you in order for you to do it more often.
Yeah, let's go with encouraging because I was already cooking. I just wasn't cooking everything that you wanted me to cook. Let's be real.
Chris.
But look, listen. Hold on. Listen, the things that I was cooking was the things that made me happy. When we came together and started living with each other, you wanted me to cook other stuff.
Yes, because I'm doing the same stuff every day.
Okay, I was already doing this before you know what I'm saying?
You was not making from scratch homemade banana pancakes.
Okay.
You was not cooking
Let's talk about it.
salmon bites.
Let's talk about
We
it.
were not cooking. We weren't cooking fried rice from scratch. We weren't cooking all this stuff.
Let's talk about it. So, me being the person that I am, I love breakfast. I love a good brunch date. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Can you attest to this?
This is true.
All right, bet. So, me doing that, I turned into Mr. Krabs. I started penny pinching a little bit, and I wanted to stay in the crib and learn how to do it myself. I've always loved breakfast. I started cooking. I started off with the spaghettis, the pasta, the croissants. Ooh. But croissants is also a breakfast meal. Was I making that before we moved in with each other? Croissants.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Guess what that is, my people? A breakfast dish.
Yes, but at first, let's be for real. You wanted me to cook the breakfast. You'd be like, "Oh, babe, this would be good," and then you wanted me to cook it. I'm like,
Listen,
no, do it.
that's how she wooed me over by cooking. Why wouldn't I want you to cook?
Yes, but I like to be cooked for as well.
And there's no problem with that.
Encourage you to cook more often.
Okay.
It's so delicious. And so at the end of the day,
See how she just did that? That's stroking ego stuff. That's
It
like
is.
no, but it's not gonna work because I'm gonna start making everything taste horrid. How about that?
do it, boo.
And then we gonna be seeing who cook.
Not me. Because if it tastes nasty, I can make my food taste nasty. I can make my food taste nasty too. It ain't nasty.
Why? Why would you do that?
Because why would you?
Because you doing that stuff. I don't do that. I don't do you that.
Yes, because you don't need to.
Exactly.
I enjoy pleasing you, and I enjoy doing stuff for you, and I think ahead of time. Most women do think ahead of time about what you would like. Men are so simple that they don't think that stuff. So
There's nothing wrong with being simple, by the way. Go ahead.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being simple.
Continue what you said.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being simple. Be who you are. But I'm saying like just in like male to female relationship, the female is always thinking of like usually. I'm gonna put quotations because I'm not gonna generalize everybody. But like from my experience, like the female is always the person trying to make things exciting and do other stuff. Men are so simple, and it's like men fail to realize that women crave excitement. Though like you may be simple, and so women, myself being one of those people, I figured out how to get what I want.
You know what my nickname is, Mr. Make It Happen. And I think it's several men out there in this world that do the same thing as I do.
I'm not disagreeing.
So, in saying that, what's wrong, bro? But yeah, like in saying that, I think us being simple, we can definitely like decipher on what we need to do with our significant other.
Yes, but you say there are several men, but there are more men who don't even plan dates.
Them the dudes that don't keep a woman either.
But yes, they do.
Huh?
Yes, they do.
Or
Because
what
we
kind of
fall in
women?
love with potential.
That's what I'm saying. So in that potential, how long do it last?
Sure, some girls will be able to do it for 10 years and still not get what they want. Things like a man taught us that.
That's true also.
Because again, sometimes men get complacent in their simpleness and forget that women need excitement. We need diversity. We need to be stimulated mentally, emotionally, all of that stuff.
I just say them the relationships or situationships, whatever you want to call it, entanglements.
No, they not. They deep in relationships.
Listen. Them the ones that have several problems.
No, because remember, in my past, my very first boyfriend, I broke up with because he was boring. Because he would give me the same present all the time. We do the same stuff all the time.
That's a problem.
Yeah, but everything else in the relationship was great. I was treated well. Everything was good. My family loved him. His family loved me. It was great, but he was boring. It was the same thing all the time. So it's like, yeah, you can be Mr. Make It Happen, but it's like, if you know that I like this thing, go find something else I may like. Don't just give me what I like all the time. Try something different.
Problematic.
It's not problematic.
It
No,
is.
it's not.
Were you happy?
Yeah. I was
Not-
bored.
See? The but. The
I didn't say
but.
but. I said I was
You didn't
bored.
say it, but there is a but.
Whatever.
Alright, so now we're just gonna go over a couple more double standards. You know?
Oh, we was watching Insecure yesterday. And I forget the girl name. But Issa best friend, and she was saying like
Molly.
Yeah, duh, I should have remembered that.
Wow.
Molly.
You don't pay attention during the show.
Nobody asked you. But anyway, Molly was saying how like that she's been there just as long as like the other person. He was a male and he was getting raises and stuff, and he was getting promoted randomly. And then when she went and asked for it, he was like, "Well, what's your annual review?" Or like, you know, they tell when they're doing a great job and they love the work ethic of women, but they don't want to make women equivalent and like pay, which is like a big like prolonged fight.
Yeah, that's been a long thing for
But
a
I
long
ain't no
time.
cap though, like
But okay, go ahead. I'm okay.
some stuff I'm cool with not being equal on.
And that's what I was just about to touch on. It's like if I don't feel like me being like the gentleman I am, I don't feel like it's a necessity for y'all to do certain things at jobs.
I agree.
Even though that y'all can, I don't think there's a necessity for y'all to do them, and ultimately that allows y'all not to get paid more too. See what I'm saying?
I mean, like, I understand you, but I also feel like that if I'm doing the same job that you're doing, I'm keeping up with you, pay me what I'm worth.
Now that's a different situation.
And I feel like that's what more women are saying is pay me what I'm worth. Not what you believe, not what you think I should be working.
Yeah.
If I'm a lawyer and I'm a dang good lawyer, pay me what I'm worth. That's
Yeah.
what she was saying. Like, she was a dang good lawyer.
Yeah, I don't even understand like how it came to that point, because that's
Women didn't work before.
but that's what I'm saying. Even though when they started working,
You
and
miss
it,
me? You miss me?
What you mean?
You keep touching up on me. You must miss me.
A little bit. But anyways, for like when y'all started working, how did it become a thing where there was a differential in pay? Because no, listen. I'm talking about from the genesis. Because think about it. It doesn't matter if y'all wasn't working before. What matters is that y'all working now. So like, what made people want to be like, okay, that's a woman, this a man. We gotta pay them differently just because they're two different genders.
Because it goes back to women did not work. The man was the sole provider. So when women had to work was during like war times, because the men will all be going to war and everything. So the women had to go pick up the men's slack. But at the end of the day, the men are the sole providers. So it was like, well, if you have a man at home, why am I paying you the same amount as a man? Because your man is the one taking care of everything. You don't have to work. Your man should be taking care of everything. And then a lot of the times, once like the wars ended, men wanted women to go back to the house, and women didn't want to. So I believe my personal hypothesis would be like, I believe that the reason why women get paid less is because men wanted women to get frustrated enough to go back home.
See, that's what I was getting at. You took me all around the world.
No.
I'm in Europe.
Well, you know what? It's a great sight to see.
Belize.
It's a great sight to see. Sometimes
Africa.
people get a history lesson.
Africa.
Belize.
Oh, I'm in Jamaica. Look at there.
You get on my nerves.
Alright. Well, I don't know. That's just interesting to me. But, I mean, that's a good hypothesis, as you say. Just like, I guess, forcing the issue for y'all to go back home.
Yeah.
And take care of the kids. And wash them baseboards. And wash them windows. And clean out that Frigidaire. And hang them clothes on that line outside.
And cook dinner. And clean up after yourself. And make sure your man fed.
And wash my drawers.
Right scenario wrong.
You wash my drawers.
Yeah, you wash mine too.
Who
Who just put the clothes in laundry?
Who take out the trash? Who don't?
You take trash. I'm not touching no trash.
Oh. I already said.
Oh,
all right, you got the list, boo.
Oh, I do. Let's see.
Y'all hear Gerard? He over here
Snoring.
snoring like his mama.
Oh, not too much on me. That's definitely you. Household chores.
We was just touching on this.
Yes.
I think it's essential for us to pull our weight equally.
In certain areas.
In certain areas.
I'm not going along.
But it's like a personal preference as well, because I don't want her touching the trash, right?
Yes.
I don't want her cutting the grass because, first of all, she allergic. Her allergies go crazy. I don't want her doing, I guess, like the heavy lifting, manly type stuff. Because, first of all, she can't reach half of the stuff. And then, your body look nice. You don't need to be getting extra muscles trying to pick up the heavy stuff and throw it back out. You know what I'm saying? Men are naturally stronger than women.
I agree.
So I can pull the weight. But with cooking and stuff, if I'm hungry, I'm gonna go in there and cook. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna force her to do everything. And like Gerard, I'm gonna change that diaper. I'm gonna put him to sleep. I'm gonna console him too. You know what I mean? All of that's a necessity.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I believe. So we can agree that household stuff, mine is like trash and like mowing the lawn or like lifting too heavy things, would be like split even, 50-50.
Yeah. Definitely split even.
Okay, the other thing says fathers versus mothers.
Fathers versus mothers.
The controversial topics.
I guess who's needing them?
Okay, so let's talk about this though, because in our marriage, and I don't know about you, but I know for me, a lot of people expect or assume that I do everything for our son. Like, you know how they say, oh, like, even like take like your friends, like a lot of people didn't expect you to be so involved in our pregnancy.
I think ultimately that stems from a lot of households not having two parents.
I don't agree.
Well, what do you think it stems from?
I think it stems from the fact that people still live in like that. They still have that old mentality, thinking that the woman's supposed to take care of the house and the child, and then the father just pays the bills and everything. But like, we don't live that lifestyle.
Well, yeah, okay. So now that you say that, it's definitely a two-part answer because that's true. But also, I definitely think that a lot of men aren't involved in their kids' lives, or it's not a lot of two-parent households. Honestly, I could tell you plenty of people I know personally that didn't grow up with a dad.
And I can tell you plenty of people that I know personally that did.
Well, that's what I'm
I
saying.
just feel like it's based on what you experience. Like, you attract what you're around. So it's like.
Well, I guess it's like the whole stigma. It's like the stigma of like, you know, dad going to get milk and not coming back.
But that's the stigma that's portrayed.
Yeah.
Because it's like me, I have my dad, and no, my dad's not my biological father, but that's my dad, like over every single person on this planet. You know what I mean? But like at the same time, I grew up with a two-parent household.
Right.
My dad, my biological father didn't leave and go get milk. He just wasn't there. Like
Yeah.
it's just like he just was not there. He just believed that like us knowing that he was alive was enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I have more friends that grew up in a two-parent household.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like it's just based on what you grew up in. Like, of course, if you only had a single parent, of course you're gonna have more friends or more people around you that only had a single parent because y'all relate.
Yeah. And maybe you just don't see it often, honestly. It's like you don't see it enough to believe that it's actually happening. You know what I mean?
And then it's just a stigma. People only discuss the dad leaving, but sometimes the mamas leave too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They only talk about one side of it.
Yeah, because
They was definitely shook. I had to take him to his doctor's appointment, and she had a doctor's appointment the same day. So of course we had to go two separate directions. And I walked in there, they was like, "Oh, where's mom?" That's the first thing they said. It was no, "Hey, hi, well, how you doing? Where's mom?"
even at the hospital, like, you couldn't even sign whether or not he got circumcised. You couldn't sign whether or not you want.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Like, you basically, like, off rip don't even have rights to your child.
Mm.
Like, I'm the sole decision maker.
True story.
Because if you would have said, "Oh, I want him to get circumcised," and I would have said, "No," they would have went with
That would have been the end of discussion. Yeah, that's crazy.
So I just believe that like that stigma has just like instemmed a lot. Because like even like when I go like to the doctor or everything, they be treating like I'm a single parent.
I'm
No.
telling you, that's just what they see more than not.
And then like people ask me, "Oh, you just leave the baby with his dad, or where the baby at?" With his father. Like,
We went half on the baby. Why I can't take some responsibility?
you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like also though you were the type of father that wanted to be involved.
Yeah.
A lot of fathers just do the bare minimum and think that, oh, I can't help the child until like he or she is big enough.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you help the mother to help the child. If you're not helping the mother, you're not helping your child.
Yeah, you're definitely. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off, but you're definitely needed more right now. But like I'm still here and like
Like sometimes him sleeping on your side of the bed is great. You burping him, I feed you burp. That right there alone is such a huge help. Because like breastfeeding or just anything, being as a mother, you're always in mom mode. So it just feels it's a lot more security knowing that like you have a father that's just as involved as you.
Yeah.
Because it gives you like a peace of mind, like I can leave my child with this one person that's just as invested as me.
Yeah.
And it's just great that you have to meet the father.
Facts. What else you got?
Let me see. I'm sorry.
Just so funny to hear someone in the mic.
My boy's sleeping great. Okay, so Gender equality, jealousy, men who cry, the stigma of multiple partners, and making fun of clothing choices.
Wait, that's all one topic?
No, it's just a whole bunch of them.
Just give us one topic and then we talk about it. Sheesh.
It's been an eeny, miny, mo. Oh, I'm gonna do men who cry.
Men who cry?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the double standard would be is
Men don't cry, men not supposed to cry.
Yeah.
It's weak if you cry.
there's nothing wrong with crying, honestly. Because I didn't cry for multiple different reasons. Tears of happiness,
Ooh,
tears of sadness, and I guess it portrays like being weak, but sometimes you can't control it. And then I really think it's how we view to other people, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, say for instance, if I cry for every situation, like knowing a man, it's like, dang, he don't have no tough bone in his body.
You a crybaby.
Yeah, you a crybaby. But it's like, some people are more in tune with their emotions. And then like as a man, like we already don't express our emotions as
But
it
it's
is.
because of how you raised.
Or how we were treated when we did express our emotions to our significant other.
That's what I mean by how you raised.
But we don't have significant others who raise us.
Yeah, like, I can just go back to like me and my brother, like me and Marquise, because you know we're like right there next to each other.
Yeah.
And I can remember we both would be crying, and they'll be like, "You a boy, you're not supposed to cry. That's weak."
Yeah.
But then if I cry, it'll be like, "Oh,
Oh yeah.
You know
Help
what
up. Yeah.
You know, but like, and I feel like that's like an issue because like when men get in relationships, you have to cry, you have to be vulnerable, or it's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
Because then you're like emotionally unavailable.
Yeah.
So stop doing it to your kid.
I think it's like a gauge thing because like if Gerard falls and scrape his knee, I'm definitely not gonna like tell him not to cry. But it's also gonna be like, bro, you good. Like it's gonna happen.
So if Gerard, if we didn't have a son first and we had a daughter first and she scraped her knee, what would you say?
I feel like naturally what ends up happening is that I become like a sucker for my daughter. And it's not.
So you creating a double standard? Noted.
No. Like I would tell her like it's okay because with any gender of like baby, you're supposed to not like make it more of a issue than it actually is. Like if she scrape her knee, I'm gonna be like, okay, get up. Because if you make more attention to the situation, then they're gonna cry and feel like every time.
You just said that if Gerard did, you'd be like, you good.
I just told you what I would do with her. I'll be like, get up. I just said that.
Yeah, but it's just different in how you saying it though.
I ain't cuss. What's the difference?
Because
I told him to get up and I told her to
that's
get
not
up.
what you said though. You said with him, you was like, you gonna let him. You said you're not gonna tell him not to cry, but you're gonna be like,
Get up.
you good. Like you straight.
Oh well, I
You
guess
good, bro.
okay.
Bro, you straight, but you
I ain't even say bro. I ain't even say bro.
But I'm just saying.
Okay,
like,
look, listen. For Gerard, I'll be like, you good, bro. For my daughter, I'll be like, you good, sweetie. Yeah. But of course, I'm not gonna make the situation bigger than what it is. Now, if somebody hit upside her head and she crying, of course, it's a different story. Because if he get hit upside his head, that's another different story.
And this is true, but I just feel like if Gerard fall off the tree, I'm gonna be like, well. If we were to
Well,
have
is
daughter,
a crazy response though.
I fell out the tree when I was growing up. It's normal. That's
Oops.
your kids are gonna be adventurous,
Yeah.
and it's just like I remember growing up. My mom would be like, "You can't scrape your knees, like don't run and all that stuff because you're a female." But I just feel like, man, a kid.
You
is
gonna
a
play,
kid.
yeah.
A kid is a kid. Like if John fall, I'm gonna console him as if like if we were to have a daughter, I would still console.
Yeah.
Like, man, that stuff hurt. Shoot, when I stumped my toe, to this day, it get a little teardrop.
Yeah.
That stuff hurt.
You do be boo-hooing.
No, I don't. That's one thing for sure. I don't say like I was a crybaby like as like an infant, but now I don't really cry.
Should be bringing the waterworks
No, I don't.
if it was opposite day.
It was opposite day.
What else you got?
Said jealousy. The double standard of jealousy.
Jealousy. Let's see. I feel like personally, like a man feeling jealous and like envious is like that's for like women.
What? That don't even make sense.
I really do, and I think it comes from like a man's supposed to go out and make stuff happen, and it ain't even like financially.
I disagree.
Like,
I don't even agree to disagree. I just disagree.
why you disagree?
Because I believe that when men are jealous, women say there's insecurities. But men
That's true.
get jealous just as much as women get jealous. And that's just a hard fact. That's like if a dude came up to me and was trying to holler at me, you wouldn't want that.
Yeah, but I also understand that my woman, my lady, is attractive. But it's like, why am I being jealous? Because I always said, if you can't handle having a gorgeous, attractive female, you don't need her.
Okay.
Because you would do the same thing if a woman tried to holler at me. You told me personally that you would just laugh.
I would laugh. I would think that's hilarious.
But that means you're not jealous if it doesn't have any insecurities.
I have insecurities, but my insecurities aren't
Stem from something else.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it has nothing to do with being jealous. But you just said like that's a female thing to be jealous. But people, that how can you put a gender on jealousy?
I say, I just told you because I feel like you can make it happen.
Like anything can be jealousy though. Like you can be anything can make you jealous. Like envious. Like boom, a little kid growing up, a little boy who's poor can be envious to the other little boy that has nice shoes.
I don't know. I just feel like it's like, oh well. Like
That's you.
my
But you
mom and
can't-
dad don't have it.
Yeah, but it's not. Sometimes kids don't think like that. Some kids aren't that like sound about things. Like what? Or like
I don't know.
it's 1,001 reasons to get jealous. Jealousy is like not.
All right. Oh, okay. Well, look. Maybe it is a two-way street, but I just feel like there's no purpose in it. There's no purpose in being jealous at all.
I agree with you. Now
Okay.
that I can agree with because it's just like
I mean,
be happy with what you got.
exactly. That's my whole thing, and
But
that's.
how's that a female thing?
I just told you it's a two-way street. I changed my mind.
Okay, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
You're doing big great things. Big great things.
Big great things. Yeah, yeah. I just told you it's a two-way street. You just broadened my horizon. I changed it, and then you try to dunk on me for what?
Okay, well, the stigma of multiple partners. I guess that would be like aided in like body count.
Hold on. I didn't even get my words out, and you moved on to a different topic.
Yeah.
No, it's rude.
Oh, I'm so
Mic
sorry.
upside your head. About to happen. I don't even remember what I was about to
Upside
say.
your head is about that.
You gonna throw him?
Yep.
No. Anyway, go ahead.
The stigma of multiple partners.
Oh my gosh. Big dreams, big Z's. The stigma of multiple partners?
Mm-hmm.
Like in a relationship?
It just says the stigma of multiple partners. I believe it's like based on body count.
Or polygamy?
Body count.
Oh, okay, like that.
That is such a double standard. I don't care what you say because a man is gonna feel like, let me tell you, I can tell you exactly what men say. I can tell you. So look, boom, this is what they gonna say. Well, for a woman, it's not attractive if she got a lot of partners.
That's how all men talk?
Yep, it's not attractive if she got a lot of partners because she's getting entered into. But for a dude, it's not like that. I mean, like, we do the sticky. Y'all do it. Yeah, no.
What?
That's what they be saying. That'd be like the reason.
I think the reason why I couldn't really understand you because that was a terrible male impersonation. No, hush. I want you to hush.
I could be like this all day.
I want you to hush. My biggest thing is I necessarily don't think like body counts matter, and the reason being is because what? I'm not. I'm not gonna present feel like this. No,
But
please
you
don't.
say-
No, please don't. But because it's like I honestly they don't matter, but there definitely is a number.
What you mean?
1,000?
But technically, you can sleep with 3 people and still have 1,000 bodies. I learned this when I was with the Z argument.
But is that exactly what a body means?
I mean, I don't think it's what we assume
Exactly.
it is.
So you can twist it however you want to. Yeah,
So
true.
you're telling me like porn stars off limits?
For me, indeed,
Yeah.
indeed.
I mean, like I understand that. I mean,
Because the saying is, I feel like for men, we want something that has been used, but not abused. You know what I'm saying?
but it's the same thing for women.
That's fine.
Yeah, but this double standard is it's not a it's a woman is labeled a whore for having like so many bodies, or I guess
And
now it's starting
men
to
be
change a little
called
bit.
hoes, whore and hoes, right? Or can a man be a whore?
Oh yes.
Okay.
The majority of them are.
Wait, what is the
Swear,
difference?
swear. What you mean what's the difference?
Majority of what?
I was just playing a joke.
Upside
What's
your
the
head.
difference? Well, a hoe is a tool. It's a gardening tool. It's like shaped like a little square.
So
You're
what's a
supposed to
whore?
use it to like till the
Okay, yeah, you're done.
Well, it's the truth. A lot of people use that word and like that's what it is.
But how you know it's not a homonym or a homophone? You know the difference between that?
One is like one is sound and one is spelling, right? Like there, and there.
Yeah, but it's also wait, I can't remember which one is the difference. Because you got the ones that sound the same, you got the ones that are spelled the same,
That's what I'm saying.
and then it's another
Well,
one.
what is it? Homonym?
I don't know, babe. We gotta call my mom.
Phones.
She the teacher.
Phones would be like
Sound,
right?
yeah.
So I would guess that would be one. I don't know. Y'all tell us in the comment section. Let us know. Like, give us an English lesson. Because clearly we slacking.
What is it? Homophone, homonyms?
Synonyms, antonyms.
Well, I know what synonyms, antonyms
What
is.
are they?
Synonyms same, antonyms different.
Okay.
Prefixes get you right. But anyways, I honestly still to this day feel like it's more acceptable for women to be like the aggressor in some situations.
Aggressor, explain.
So if a woman,
Hold this way. Get a little heavy.
oh you getting heavy? But if a woman hit up a guy and told him, you know, pull up on me, it'll be like acceptable. Okay,
No, it's not.
listen. I'm gonna take it back. So, say for instance you in a bar. I'm gonna give you a scenario, right? Say for instance you in a bar, and a woman approaches a man and slaps him in his private part. Right?
Just watch this.
Okay then. So, flip the script. A man do the same thing and smack a woman on the butt.
I'm throwing hands.
Exactly.
Keep touching you though.
But a man, 9 times out of 10, gonna be like, oh, okay.
But y'all don't get played like that.
Huh?
That's because you know how like men say it's like easier for women to get, sex. I just feel like y'all don't get played like that. So
No, that's not the case. Because I know for a fact, I know men that are stick, they got a gas tank if they could.
not a gas tank.
A gas tank. And
To light it up.
that should go to tell you that it doesn't matter what the woman may look like. To get play, it's simple. Everybody got somebody for somebody.
I agree, but
That's what I'm saying.
majority of men, we have to agree. But like the topic is like majority of men don't get played.
That's not the topic. The topic was, why you just trying to change the topic? You think I wasn't going to be paying attention? That's not the topic.
It's like keeping your toes.
10 of them, on all 10.
Okay.
But
We
anyways,
on all 20, because we got 20 toes over here.
watch out. But anyways, I feel like women can be more aggressive in certain situations when it comes.
Because men accept it more often than women do.
That's what I'm saying. So it's always gonna be a double standard.
This is true. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. It's always going to be a double standard because we're different.
Yeah, but
Men like to be grabbed about. They like this too.
I mean, some women like it too, though.
Yeah,
But
like
what-
majority, but women, like, I believe women like when dudes are honest.
Blunt and honest.
Yeah, like
It works with some females.
because when I was single, I would have rather you tell me, hey, I'm just trying to do this. You know, because she liked it and he put a ring on it. But
But laugh.
yeah, I crack myself up. You ain't gotta laugh. Somebody gonna
Okay,
laugh.
okay.
Y'all laugh in the comment section.
Okay.
Help me with my comedian career. You know what I do?
Keep your day job. Go ahead. What you saying?
I go to school.
That is your job. Keep it.
But
Keep
man,
your schooling.
what was
It must have been some BS
Oh,
and she
no,
forgot it.
no, I got it. But no, like, I feel like at that time I would have rather you be honest. And I feel like men in like a sexual sense of things, of course, they like that stuff because men be feeling like, dang, I don't know if a woman like it or not. Like, does she want this right now? And I feel like it gives y'all confirmation that she down rather than just asking. Like, are you down for this? Like, we finna do this?
Yeah. But it be a lot of pump fakes out there too, though.
Facts. But that mean like what they pump fake you for?
Hmm?
But what they pump fake you for? It may be like, you know how
Women are flirts.
Oh, facts.
Super big flirts.
Because it's always opportunity.
Stay stroking that ego stuff. See what I'm saying?
Hey, chill.
No, get away from me.
Man, look. Females, if you like in space and you ain't trying to get in a relationship yet, but you still want to go out and still get the experience, just go have a conversation. You don't have to do nothing.
A lot of people can't talk. That be the problem.
Man, you gotta smile, bat your eyes, flip your hair.
That sounds
Don't
like
be
that
like-
TikTok. That sounds like that TikTok trying to teach you how to flirt.
Bat your eyes.
Nah.
But y'all don't know, y'all be having them big old eyelashes now. Y'all may bat too hard and fly away.
Fly away. But nah, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Tophertvpodcast, featuring my co-host.
Keep.
Yep, and my son over there snoring in the mic.
Y'all see he's sleeping great.
Yeah. Okay, Tony. But anyways, yeah. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We're growing.
Say like my ex man, did I get off my chest?
And you just got it off your chest.
He asked me though.
Huh?
How you know I had to get off my chest?
Alright. Let's take a couple steps back.
Thank you.
So-
Don't treat me like I'm not a guest.
You're not a guest.
What am I?
The co-host. Alright, so what do you have to get off your chest today, ma'am?
I just want to get off my chest that I love my husband. I really appreciate you and thank you for everything that you do. And I feel like the world should know that. I really appreciate you and I think you're doing a great job. And I think that everything you're doing is going to be successful. And I'm excited to be here with you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
See
It
you with
warms
this
my heart.
album.
No, I hear it often. She's just telling y'all. But yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoyed TV Podcast. Like I say, I appreciate everybody for pulling up, showing love. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on the video, man. Also, the audio version is available on Spotify, Apple Music Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music for anybody that just want to listen to audio only. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, and we'll see y'all on the next episode.
Oh, and look out for the vlogs coming soon.
Yeah. We gonna try to push out these vlogs. Yeah, for sure. All right, y'all. See y'all in the next episode. He said bye to. Peace.